Hello, my beautiful people out there. Welcome back to the Ace of Spades University channel. Today, I want to talk to you about two lovely Black women, Breonna Taylor and Brittney Griner. Let me start with Brittney first. So, just recently, she has been convicted of drug charges in Russia, and she is being held for 9 years. So, the prosecution over there suggested a 9.5 to 10 year sentence, and they have just given her a 9 year sentence in a Russian prison. Right now, the Biden administration is making negotiations back and forth trying to get Brittney home. Originally, she went over there. She's been playing in Russia for years. She's a WNBA superstar over here as well as over Russia. And they get paid more. The athletes, they get paid to travel, different countries, and they get paid a lot more than they do here at home. And she was found with zero point 0.7 grams of marijuana in a vape pen and sentenced to 9 years. The punishment does not fit the crime because in Russia, according to Russian law, you can have up to 6 grams of weed and be held for 15 days. Okay, that to me seems fair, right? But 9 years, she didn't even have a whole gram. She had zero point 0.7 grams. No, absolutely not. I feel like she's being used as a political pawn because the US is holding Victor Bout, who is a Russian arms dealer, and Russia's been trying to get him home since 2011. He's a bad dude. He's a huge murderer, and he's being held over here on a slew of charges. And Russia is using Brittney as a political pawn, and they want Victor Bout home. So the Biden administration, a lot of it's classified, but they are in negotiations with Russia, and they're trying to bring Brittney home because my heart just breaks. I can't imagine spending time in a Russian prison. She's over there by herself, and she's Black, she's a tall woman, she's queer, and I feel like they will go out of their way to punish her for her identity. And just, I mean, I can imagine. That to me is just heartbreaking to be in a Russian prison. Russia is harsh already, like the winters. Before she got sentenced, the last thing that she said was, I made an honest mistake, and I hope in your ruling it does not end my life. And I don't know if she's saying that she won't be able to do that time, which would be hard time. A Russian prison 9 years, yeah, that's a really ridiculously hard sentence for less than a gram of weed. I mean, and it's legal in all over Canada. It's legal in, Colorado and California, all these states. We see Seth Rogen and Snoop Dogg and all these other celebrities smoking weed all day, every day. And for her to make that mistake, okay, we all make mistakes. We all do illegal things. A lot of us just don't get caught doing them, to be honest. My heart breaks for her, and I really, truly hope that the Biden administration can bring her home because, again, I don't think that the punishment fits the crime. Moving on to some better news where justice is being served finally in Breonna Taylor's case. So just to give you guys a little backstory on Breonna Taylor, she was asleep and 4 Louisville officers busted in, said they had a warrant, shot 10 times, killed her while she was asleep on the couch, and then they lied and covered it up. So U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced today that they and the Department of Justice has filed charges against the 4 former and current Louisville police officers in connection with the death of Breonna Taylor. These charges include civil rights offenses, unlawful conspiracies, unconstitutional use of force, and obstruction offenses. You guys, my heart sang. Like, I was so relieved to hear that finally, it's been 874 days, okay, since they shot this girl while she was asleep. They didn't have any of this energy in Uvalde when there was an active mass shooter, but they want to break in and shoot this girl while she's asleep and then lie and cover it up? No. So I'm so grateful. There's going to be federal charges. I'll read you guys what ABC News has written about it. The federal charges announced today allege that members of a police investigation unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Miss Taylor's home, and in this act violated federal civil rights laws, and those violations resulted in Miss Taylor's death. She deserves so much more. I am so grateful that Merrick Garland is going after these officers. The federal charges against officers, Detective Joshua James, former Lewis Detective Kelly Goodlett, and Sergeant Kyle Meany alleged that they violated Taylor's Fourth Amendment rights when they sought a warrant to search Taylor's home while knowing that they lacked probable cause, and they knew that their affidavit supporting the warrant contained false and misleading information and omitted other material information resulting in her death. They knew they were lying. And they went in and they shot her while she was sleeping. How much of a coward do you have to be? How much hatred do you have to have in your heart in order to do something so sinister and evil? And I'm really grateful that even though it's taken this long, that the truth has finally come out. And my hope is that Breonna will be laid to rest and that they prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law, that this sets a precedent that Black Lives Matter. They can't just shoot us in our home while we're sleeping without any kind of accountability or repercussions. These are federal hate crimes, and these are federal charges. And I'm grateful to God because Black women do not have to be perfect in order to be loved. We don't have to be perfect in order to be valued. And as Malcolm X said, the most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. And I'm really grateful that Breonna's finally going to get some justice. And I hope that she can rest easy now. And I really pray that they bring Brittney home. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love you. Continue practicing spades. Drop down if you guys have any questions. I'll get some spade tutorials up later on this week. And yeah, talk with you later. Love to Brittney and Breonna. Bye, guys.